I think that's all we need to hear of that. Let's get into this roast of the year. The roast of the year, these boys were on. They did a co-ed duo act. It was, remember when Bert and Tom did a little act together on the Tom Brady roast? Well, I think they thought it was going to be better than that. You know, this thing was weird, Jules, wasn't it? Because I thought we were going to tune in and it was going to be a glitz and glamour event like that Tom Brady roast, right? That everybody loved so much. This thing started showing its true colors. It really crept up on you, right? Like some Bubba Kush. It really crept up on you, and about 15 minutes in, you're going, wait a minute, is this like the worst thing we've ever seen on TV? And we couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe how bad it was getting. We couldn't believe how people were acting, and we couldn't believe who was on it. Do you have a list of the names who were on this roast? Do they show everybody? Because we couldn't believe, we thought these were just the starter guys. And then it turned out that was the whole show. Our jaws were dropped. This is Torching 2024. I like that. These murderers lit the place up with their torching of the year, which was basically P. Diddy, the CEO, and Lizzo. For some reason. It was supposed to be a roast of 2024 and all the highlights. It was mostly Diddy. It was mostly the CEO Luigi. And it was mostly Lizzo jokes. So it was kind of roasting two recent incidents from 2024 and Lizzo, which I believe was 2023. Because that seemed so very long ago. Remember when Lizzo mistreated her dancers, which she has overcome. Lizzo is not about body positivity anymore. Lizzo has overcome the dancers scandal and is back, and she's thin, and she's back on top.
I mean,
no, it's, you know, as far as the comics think she got canceled yesterday. You know, they're so far off. They're so behind the comics. All right, let's watch this. We're opening up Neatflix.
You ready? They can hear you, so make some noise, roast fans. Fuck yeah!
The roast of 2024 with Jeff Ross, who, do people even know who this is outside of comedy? They treat Jeff Ross as if everybody knows him and he's been in our homes our whole life. Wasn't he just a 2-bit comic that nobody really enjoyed, and then all of a sudden he's got this icon status? Is the roast man? Since when? Did you grow up thinking that he was, or even knowing who he was? No. It's almost like his managers and agents got together and then they said, let's rebrand you as like a historic figure in comedy that everyone knows. Let's pretend you're like Don Rickles, and just people will go, oh, yeah, of course I know him. Oh, he's one of the best. What? Weren't you like a 2-bit? You would like show up in some shitty movie as the 1500th lead? And that's about it? Or you'd be on VH1 or something for 2 seconds? Since when are you the roast master general? Of what? So let's see what this horseshit is about. I don't believe this is going over well on Netflix. Let's see. Roast of the year. Toasting them.
You're torching 2024. You got Sam Morril, Tim Dillon, Miss Pat, Mark Norman, Hannah Berner. Any predictions?
Whew. Vicious roast. Love you.
Love you too.
Nobody knows who Tim Dillon is, by the way. I don't know if they think Tim Dillon's famous, so they opened the show with Tim and Jeff. And Tim, you were supposed to see him, and it was supposed to be like SNL, where they go, woo! No one knew who that man was. And he certainly didn't do anything funny or out of the ordinary. Jeff then does the Mike Tyson here. Sorry about this. We're torching 2024.
I'm your bad boy for life, P. Diddy.
I'm your bad boy for life, P. Diddy. I assume this is that Godfrey guy Melton mentions. I don't know who this is. He's our bad boy for life, P. Diddy. And he's standing at I'm sorry about that, the baby oil bar.
What's up, everybody? I'm your bad boy for life, P. Diddy. Now, let's get this party started. Please welcome my bitch for tonight, the roast
Master General.
Jeff Ross.
He's the best there ever was. So he comes out. He comes out with the Squid Game, guys. You know, because Netflix is making them promote Squid Game. And then he does a little bit of this. I'll show you a little bit.
Welcome to Torching 2024. How about a hand for the Squid Game guards? Great job. Am I racist if I say they all look alike, those Squid Game guys? This is gonna be a wild night. Oh, look at this. Do we got Diddy bartending? He brought his lawyers with him? What's happening, fellas? Take a bow, guys. This is great. Got him on bail for the night, huh?
Oh!
Maybe it's time to
I see
change
someone I
Diddy's name
recognize
to
here.
Definitely. Yes, we're
Watch
gonna
this.
roast all the big moments and trends of 2024.
Okay, I see someone I recognize. Let's see if I can catch them
Maybe
again.
it's time to change Diddy's name to Definitely. Yes, we're gonna roast all
Watch
the
this.
big moments and trends of 2020.
Okay. So, yeah, no, I'm not pointing out John Stamos on the drums, who was doing a weird job. No, I'm pointing
Remember
out...
this story from a week ago where John Stamos put on a bald cap in solidarity
was so weird.
for his bald friend?
Instead of cutting his hair, he put on a bald cap to solidarily be with his buddy who got cancer. It was weird. Okay, so I am about to throw up. I want to let everybody know this. Very sick.
That's very fair. It's almost 7 a.m.
Okay. Do you recognize this woman, Jules?
Yes, I do.
And what is her name?
Tal Oakenfold.
Try again, because we have this written down, so you should be able to pull it up.
I wanted to guess. It is Tal Wilkenfeld. That was
It
pretty
is
close.
female bassist Tal Wilkenfeld, who was on our roster to perform here tonight, and she also created all the music that you've heard here tonight. Where is she? And is this another Annie Letterman style situation that I have with her? I gotta say, I don't think this woman is any good at bass. And I don't think her music taste is good. I think she's awful. Where did they find this female bassist? This is the third time we've seen her now. They also had her on Kill Tony. She came in and played the Star Spangled Banner on bass or some bullshit. She was off. She was flat. She was horrible, and she's not good at bass. She wasn't good here. She's almost tricked people into thinking she's just like Jeff Ross, some sort of grandmaster bass player that everybody knows, kind of. This is not happening. You are nothing, and I don't know who you've tricked. You know, people think, well, is this like Sia or something? Is this a Sia type character? It is not. This is, and Fantano, I would love to hear your take at this. I know Fantano is watching. Anthony, if you could tell me, because I bet you anything I'm going to turn on you and you're going to go, what's the hubbub about Cat Wilkenfeld?
24. Diddy, can I get a baby oil on the rocks?
Okay. All right, let's get to the parts we want to show. And
Now, to be honest, my main interest in this is
was their outfits. Of course, yes, that's what I want to see too.
Which is at, okay, Adam Ray does Biden, who cares? At 10:25, the outfits appear.
Does this work on here? No. Okay, 10:25. Wait till you see this. We're going to see Mark Norman and Sam Morril, who were just talking about this. 10:25.
10:25.
10:25. Wait till you see this. This does not work. Watch this.
Let the torching begin!
Listen to her play bass.
Roosters are backstage
Dun,
getting ready.
dun,
They can
dun.
hear you, so make some noise.
Dun,
Roast
dun.
fans.
That's not how you play good bass. That's not how you play impressive bass.
First up are two of the hottest solo acts of the game. but tonight they're doing a double team. Here they are.
Oh, and her tone is shit. That's what I hate about it. Girls don't know how to adjust a bass amp or get any sort of tone. They just think, plug it in and pluck. And she's literally going, bang, ba bang. It's the grossest. Listen to this bass. Listen to really focusing on the bass.
Fuck yeah! First up are two of the hottest solo acts in the game, but tonight they're doing a double team. Here
That
they
sounds like
are,
garage
straight from a
band.
freak
That sounds like garage band bass that you play with a mouse. Do you understand? That
I
sounds
trust
so
you.
bad.
Also, did you hear the part of the last podcast where Sam went, it's like a dark weekend update?
Yes, they described what
Okay,
they're
good.
about to do. Well, I don't know if we played that, but they're going to they described what they're about to do as a dark weekend update. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see what they're wearing.
Performing our joke off, my friends Sam Morril and Mark Norman.
Wow, here they come. And they decided to wear Hugh Hefner style robes. Smoking jackets, but they must have bought them at Party City because they both look ridiculous. Sam is doing this thing where he's a 70s badass dude. He's got the untied bow tie with the ruffled shirt. He's got this cheap smoking jacket that God knows where he bought this. This is brand new off the rack. It is not vintage. This is from some cheap costume store. And Mark Norman is wearing this giant velour. Wait till you see this. Wait till he stands up. A giant velour, look at this, robe with giant big pockets. Here, let me zoom out. You can see with black dress pants and shiny dress shoes. It looks atrocious. We couldn't believe it. We couldn't stop screaming at the screen when we saw this. Watch these two in action here. And I'm going to be sick, so we got to run through this.
Comedy, huh?
Hey, Jeff, you look amazing. You look like the great Goutsby.
I know, Jesus. Who wrote your jokes? Fat GBT?
You look like a photo negative of Steve Harvey.
Jeff, you're anti-vax, but you're provolone.
Help, Diddy, help.
Jeff, you look like a fat Jewish dictator. You're like Ned and Yoo-hoo.
You're doing a tandem act.
Take it easy. Mercy, guys, mercy. It's been a rough year. I had cancer this year.
Oh,
Jesus.
shit.
Tomorrow's my last day of chemotherapy.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Wow.
I'm going to be okay. Don't worry about
All
me.
right,
I'm going to be okay.
Damn
This is
spread.
very cathartic. I love you guys.
Love you, man.
Hey, I'm
That's
glad
not
you beat
fair.
Ken.
By the way, that's like a cop-out of a roast joke. For him to say all that. Is he serious about that? Or was he kidding too? Does he have cancer?
Yes, apparently.
So that was a cop-out. You can't do that. Tony Hinchcliffe does this all the time too, where you got roasted. We're not looking for a little excuse. Listen to this again. What?
Guys, take it easy. Mercy, guys, mercy. It's been a rough year. I had cancer this year.
Oh,
Jesus.
shit.
Tomorrow's my last day of chemotherapy.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Why can't you just take the jokes like everybody else? You need a caveat there? I mean, really, what's that about? That's like what Tony does.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Wow.
I'm going to be okay. Don't worry about
All
me.
right,
I'm going to
he's-
be okay. This is very cathartic. I love you guys.
Love you, man.
Hey, I'm glad you beat cancer, because even cancer hates you as a host.
Jeff, you're pretty
He
fat
got
for a guy
mad
who
at
beat
that
cancer.
shit.
You
I
sure
think he got mad at that. The roast master can't take it. Look at his
I love
face.
you guys.
Love
Watch
you, man.
this.
Hey, I'm glad you beat cancer, because even cancer hates you as a host.
But they had to already know because he
Wait, look.
had that
You're
joke.
pretty fat for a guy who beat cancer. You sure you didn't eat cancer?
But that means that he was like, let's insert a part where I genuinely am like, guys, I had cancer.
Yeah, I don't know.
everybody.
I don't trust that Jeff Ross, and I've heard a lot of abuse and SA and scandals about him. So I don't know if any of those are true. I barely looked into them, but I've heard story after story. People from the Comedy Store report Jeff Ross to me all the time, but I can never really follow. You know, I've never really been able to follow. Okay, what else do we have next, Jules? Because I'm this close to being physically ill here.
Pretty much
know
my
we
favorite
have to-
part was their outfits. You could call it. Or do you want one more thing to end off?
Well, why don't we take a very quick little break and we'll come back with our big thing that I wanted to show you. Yes, let's take a very quick break and we will be right back on Red Bar, entering our number
11.
11. Hour number 11 coming up on Red Bar. We'll be right back.